At the end of 18th century, they started talking about that like women rights. People didn't know about it. Okay, women, oh, are they human? In the end of 15th century, the France would discuss that matter in its parliament, whether they deserve the human rights or they do not, the women's. In the beginning of 12th century, in the West, it was not clarified that whether they are human like us, the men, or they are a separate just creation for enjoyment. Subhanallah. And this is the thing that, history already mentioned. When we say dark age, what does that mean? When we say Ayyamul Jahiliyyah, what does that mean? When we say dark age in the Western language, it is that era which was there before France Revolution. The democracy which took place in France, they said, oh, we actually determined the human rights, so now this is the moderation, this is the scientific age, and this is the age of human rights. So they say, yes, we were actually in the dark age and we are not there anymore. When we say Ayyamul Jahiliyyah, we refer to those days when Nabi Akram sallallahu alayhi wasallam was on the way to start enlightenment. Islam. So, when you make a comparative study, what do you find? That they call the enlightenment, moderation, scientific age and the age of human rights after revolution taking place in France. Nabi Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned already that we are not taking the credit of anything. This is what already mentioned there. So many inventions in medical, inventions in bio, inventions in physics, invention in mathematics, they do and they name their own self. While Ibn Rushd, Musa Khwarizmi, Ibn al-Haytham, and so on, a long list is there that already mentioned there in books. Because we are the people, we are so much westernized religiously, westernized psychologically, and westernized philosophically, and westernized educationally, that we cannot even dream about Muslims that yes, they are the people who brought light by the title of Islam and brought people towards the human rights, brought people to love and coexistence. So, but we are not ready to give this credit to Islam. We are the culprit for that. Why I'm saying this? Because the romanticism that we linked with Islam really harmed Islam so much. We are not scientific and potent people anymore because we believe in fictions. Now this word actually brought the practical implementation of everything. If you cannot implement, you think, if it doesn't make sense, if this is not something Quranic, or this is not something already cited in the Sunan of Nabi Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we should not utter that. And here is the importance of scholarship comes. Why we should not say things out of nowhere. And this is something very much important. The arrogancy, I should say the arrogancy by the name of Islam. This is something very much harmful. The arrogancy, I know more than you. And you deserve to learn from me. Because this is what Nabi Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam said at the end, that people will come and they will ask you about me. Please tell them what you learn 100%. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that man kadhaba alayya muta'ammidan falyatabawwa maq'adahu min an-nar. Whoever tells a lie against me, then surely let him occupy his seat in hell. Why we should say something that we are not confirmed about? And Nabi Akram sallallahu alayhi wasallam added few points that I'm bringing out of those sermons that Nabi Akram sallallahu alayhi wasallam delivered in this very much important day. First of them was that now you are there in Arafat and your all sins are forgiven except those sins which belong to each other. It's muashirat, it's dealing, brothers. Even Hajj will never forgive that for you. Yawm Arafah will never forgive that for you. Subhanallah. So muashirat is very much important. Now people, when we talk about internationalism, when we talk about trade, when we talk about economics, now this is the principle and rule regulation of business that you should not deceive people. If any impairment is there in your things that you deal with, commodity, then just clarify the impairments in that, the defectiveness in that yes, this is something defective. Here these people do. Do we do? The answer is 99% we do not do that. Maybe individually cases are there, but when we talk about Muslim Ummah in countries which are very much known for Islam, do they do that? The answer is no, they do not do that. And that Islam which, spread across the world. And the basic theme was taken with awliya izam and businessmen, people of trades. They went around there and they showed them that this is what we sell and this is what we charge for. They said, oh, it's mean that you can sell things, clarifying each and everything. And this was the attraction that people, started coming. يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. If you are a good enough Muslim, showing that you are Muslim and deceiving other people, what message actually you are carrying with yourself and with your character? The message is, this is how Islam teaches, and this is what Islam taught me, and this is what I do, and this is what Muslims will do. So you are not much qualified to invite people towards Islam if this is the case. So your actions, your dealings, and your good deeds will speak powerfully to these people if you are really representative of Quran and Sunnah. So this was the first thing that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, that everything can be nullified and cancelled out and wiped out other than your dealings with the humans among them. So this is muashara that even Yawm Arafah will never forgive that. Second thing is about husn suluk and being obedient and respectful to your parents. What that shows? When we talk in modern language, this is the strength and the basic unit, the real powerful orbit of our family life. If you do that, it means that your family won't be scattered here and there. Do we have that? Do we have that strength? The answer is no, we lost that. And your new generation will teach these people, and your new generation and your children will teach you. Oh, yeah, we will react what you taught me. So we need to set beautiful examples for them, not worse and shaitanic, because they are very much clever. They are not learning what you say, they learn what you do, they learn the way you behave actually. The third thing is that Nabi Akram Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that beware of four things. The first thing, they do not associate any deity to the oneness of Allah Rabbul Izzah. It's called Tawheed. What it teaches? The freedom. It teaches the freedom that you should not accept the slavery. They work even now on that. But the freedom that only what Allah Rabbul Izzah you cannot explain. So for us, Allah Rabbul Izzah is the name of Reality, Allah Rabbul Izzah is the name of Ahkam, Allah Rabbul Izzah is the name of Quran, and about Allah Rabbul Izzah is the name of rule regulation. Oneness. So I am the slave of my rule regulation, I am the slave of my Quran, and I do not accept the slavery of anything and anyone and any deity else. It will teach you the freedom. Otherwise you will bow down to, to every powerful in the person of position and the person of wealth and power. Second thing Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, that do not kill unjustly. Even justly, this is not your job. This is a system job. This is not you to create a group and say that, oh, I'm working for Amr bil Ma'ruf and having a stick in your hand. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. The third thing is, do not commit adultery. Do not commit adultery. Now the day will come that my Western brothers, they will work on that. Yeah, because it devastated us. It left us just out of just nothing. They will work on that because they work on its consequences. And the big majority of them, it's not adultery only, but so many steps ahead there. Back in our countries, you can hug you can kiss your brothers, and you give and show them the respect and love. But here they actually consider this thing the gay system, right? I don't know how you say that. So of course so this is the reason that if you hug someone, sometimes they do not like that. If you touch them, they do not like that. This is actually the real message of Islam. That if you commit or you adopt something which is not natural, that you are not even naturally created for, that these things and issues will take place. The fourth thing that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, that do not steal. Do not steal. Steal is not like, oh, I'm stealing. This is not stealing. So many other things are there. If you sell something defective, don't you think you're stealing? You are charging full money, but you are giving less thing. And this also chori, when you speak ill about other brothers, because you are stealing something. Stealing what? The self-respect. Stealing what? Stealing the Quranic verses actually. Because Nabi Allah Rabbi said that do not do that. Because when Allah Rabbi stopped that do not kill unjustly, then you are igniting fire, creating corruption and problems to the level that corruption, that hatred can kill people. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam stopped. Allah Rabbi stopped it here. We should not speak ill about other brothers. Ghaibat is haram, even if he is kafir, the one you are making ghaibat for. Even if he is kafir. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that there is no superiority just because of your color. Here, Western countries work on that even now. Why I am better than you? Because of my dress. Why I am better than you? Because of my lofty building. Better because I got a beautiful car. Because my color is different than you. So that's why I'm the best one. I'm better than you. Subhanallah. Doesn't make sense. And I was saying last week, this is the first thing that I learned when I came here. Oh, even the color can make you degraded and demean or just superior because your color is different. Subhanallah. I received one of person there in jail where I go to deliver lectures there, and he was part of the gang of white supremacy. Killed few people, and then he is there forever. He got so many tattoos, and I was asking if he can explain what these tattoos represent. And then it's a long story, and I'm working on that. I'm giving them a project to work on that, their life, early life, and what brought them to the jail, what they changes came in their thoughts, and so on, and what they think. So, mashallah, he made shahada last week, And he didn't know what La ilaha illallah is, but started crying. These people just need a little bit time to think and ponder. They just need to be loved and to be respected by people of Islam. Subhanallah. And he was saying that, I got cancer because of this tattoo, because it's white, which shows the white supremacy. And when I was just, about to die, I was treated by a black doctor. I said that, okay, if he wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here, so I'm here because of this black guy. I asked him, who you are? He said that I'm Muslim. He said, what Islam is? Started searching for that, and here, I'm here with La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. So actions speak louder than what we say and what we, utter. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that accept my will and wasiyah about women. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said about wives, because you took them with the trust of Allah Rabbul Izzah, with the name of Allah Rabbul Izzah. Here we will go to marry, but you will never find out what are the rights and responsibilities towards my wife. What will be the result? Of course, separation. If you are not peaceful there inside your own house, what the hell your life is actually? If you're not peaceful in your own house, just forget about them, just to find a beautiful place for yourself. And for that we need to learn the responsibilities and human rights towards each other. Why we cannot smile towards our wife? Why we cannot just bring her closer to us as a husband? Why we cannot help them? Why we cannot give them respect to show that yes, this is how Muslim husband should be like, to open a door for her even, to give her a massage sometime, to tickle her sometime. Don't you think these things are sunnah? Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did that. But we need to show our being husband. Oh, husband, subhanallah. What kind of person you will be that you are in need to show your superiority there, because you are feeling inferiority complex actually. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that take care of your neighborhood. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam didn't separate Muslim and non-Muslim. Hazrat Abu Umama radiallahu anhu said that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam repeatedly said this thing, the rights of your neighbor, that I started thinking maybe Nabi Akram Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam will determine a portion and heritage there for your neighbor. Subhanallah. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that you cannot be mu'min kamil if you go to your bed knowing that your neighbor is hungry. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that do not throw, what you call chilka of banana or something outside there, because if other people cannot afford that, they will, feel bad. They will feel bad. Subhanallah. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that do not deceive even an animal. One of the companions said that to a god. God came there. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, do you really have something for the God? He said that yes. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, if you wouldn't have that, you would deceive, and Allah would ask them for that. What about humans? So my brothers, these are the things that I brought. It's few points out of the khutbahs that Nabi Akram Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam delivered. And these are the things that we are missing in our collective and ijtima'i character. We need to revive them again, and this how we'll be helping ourselves, we'll be helping our country, and we will be helping Quran and Sunnah, Islam itself. Jazakumullahu khaira. May Allah Rabbul Izzah accept your presence. May Allah Rabbul Izzah make you out of those people that will be entering Jannah without any accountability.